Hello, everyone. It's me, your favorite podcast host, Jonathan, here with my new co-host, Rowan.
Hello.
Sorry we've been gone a while. Sorry, 9 months to be exact, actually. But we're back with regular uploads, I guess, Friday and Monday. But we're recording this on Sunday, so let's get right into it.
No, it's Saturday.
Sorry,
It's Saturday.
it's
It's
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, you're gonna forget your days.
Like I thought it feels like Sunday. I thought I have school tomorrow.
No, it's Saturday.
Nah. Wow. I'm sorry. I just watched Arsenal and I'm in tears.
Oh,
But
what
let's get.
happened?
Oh, we lost. I'm
What?
sorry. We drew. Sorry, my bad. We drew with
With
Brighton.
who?
Brighton, man.
Brighton.
Rubbish. Rubbish. I
Hmm.
mean, rubbish.
Okay.
I mean, in the everyone knows about Cristiano Ronaldo going to Manchester United. Everyone knows about how much publicity it's brought. You know that, right?
No, I don't actually.
So Ronaldo, I mean, it's our first podcast back in 9 months. So,
Jonathan, you're cutting out, and I can't really hear you very well.
so I was saying, I really don't explain to you who Cristiano Ronaldo is, but
No,
since
I
you
know
don't
who
know
he is,
him,
but like, did he go through allegations or something?
did he go through what?
Allegations, like
No, Ali, no, what? No, no,
okay,
no allegations. That team just drew. That team is rubbish. I
okay.
know a lot of people who are listening to this are probably Manchester United fans, which is pretty fair to you because you're entitled to your opinion. But we all know the best team in North London is Arsenal. Everyone knows it.
I mean,
Anyways,
that's your
Ron,
opinion, but yeah.
my opinion, the stats don't lie, Mr. Parry-Lord. The stats do not lie. I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
yeah, that's what I thought. Ron, please take it away for us.
Okay, things that's been happening in the UK, because of Brexit and stuff, we've been having a fuel crisis, which is kind of sucks. And basically, what that means is, um, basically what happened was we need fuel for petrol and stuff for cars, and we don't have anyone to drive our lorries. And normally we get immigrants from other countries to drive our lorries because we don't have a lot of lorry drivers in the UK. So now, because of Brexit, no, not a lot of foreign citizens are driving our lorries. We're kind of out of petrol, or like petrol's going up in prices in some places, and it's not very good. I think they've rolled in the army now, so things should be getting better. Like this has happened before, like 19 something. But like yeah, it's not
What
too good.
what do you want them to do then? I mean, you clearly feel like you have a problem with this, do you?
I mean it is kind of a problem because like not only does fuel price go up, but in some places fuel stations will close down, which is bad for their business and they lose their business and people would lose jobs and is not very good for the people working in fuel. Uh, there.
So, sorry, my bad. So you'd want them to reduce the prices of fuel so the
Well, they
lorries get
can't
the
right now
fuel.
because we can't. You see, what happened was we need lorries to. We have the fuel, right? We have the fuel. We just need people to transport the fuel, and no one's there to transport the fuel. Therefore, there's a lack of fuel, which means fuel prices go up.
And that's a big problem in the UK, I'm guessing right now.
Yeah, some petrol stations also run out of fuel. So it's
That,
not like, you know,
yeah, I get where you're coming from, but in all fairness, you have to look at it from that perspective too. Maybe they're struggling to find the people to drive the lorries, and that's making it quite difficult for where you are in Wales. But I think there are two perspectives to it. Your perspective is hard because the prices are going up. You have to pay more for fuel. So you find it disturbing because you don't want to use a lot of money on fuel when you could use it for other things.
Oh, there's
if I'm
also
guessing
like
right.
in some fuel stations, there's like a cap on how much fuel you can fill up.
Yeah,
And I like fuel prices going up is not like a very bad thing. Like it
yeah,
does happen, but this is
yeah.
like there is a shortage because of something like no lorries can transport the fuel because
But
we
you
don't.
believe, but you believe if the lorries get people to get the fuel to you, this will stop. It won't
Yeah,
happen.
definitely, and it's we don't have anyone to drive the lorries right now. That's why they've pushed in the army. Um, Normally, um, we don't really have anyone to drive the lorries because normally we have not a lot of people from this country drive lorries. So we have a bunch of lorries with loads of fuel, and only some of them can drive out and give out fuel, right? And
So
basically, we don't have enough people to drive those lorries because normally we rely on other people from other countries, but they are less. I would say they're less likely in this country now because either you kind of need to get two jobs to um, be like working. If you don't have two jobs, you can't work. And also the
yeah,
other factor is Brexit, and that means less people from other countries can come in and get jobs, which we kind of need them for, that
I,
British citizens won't normally take.
so here are the two problems:
Mm.
jobs, sorry, three problems. My bad. Jobs, Brexit,
Jobs
and
doesn't
lack of.
come so much into it, but yeah,
So it's those three problems that are
yeah,
stopping you from getting
the
fuel,
petrol.
and there are simple solutions. There are simple solutions. I mean, my sister went to the UK. They refused my sister to go back to the UK because of they refused her to get the jobs. They said she has to have two. She reached the plane and they said not allowed to enter, and
Yeah,
they said she needs three corona shots, and it was ridiculous. You know,
I
like
think you only need
um.
two. You only need two.
So, yeah, and it's sorry too, and it's quite annoying because you've paid for everything. You're going on a plane, then they're like, you need two shots, and it's
Mm.
ridiculous. And now you're seeing how it's disturbing the life you have in Wales and how it's making a ruckus because of the petrol not being delivered to the petrol stations for you to get cheaper petrol at it. So it's handicapping a lot of people. And obviously, we can't necessarily do anything other than talk about it. But the Prime Minister, I would say, would need to look into this, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, one thing I would say is it's not really decreasing the price. The price is normally relatively, it would be like, I don't know, like it depends what petrol station you go to. But what's happening is the petrol prices are going up. So it's
And
not
that's
like,
the
yeah, that's the main problem really.
And that's the thing that's annoying you, you'd say.
Yeah, I would say it is because it costs more to get petrol now. And also, there's a reduce of cars on the roads because of this, because uh, people have realized, oh, we don't have a lot of petrol. Petrol's expensive. We can only put this much petrol in the car. Let's not take the car out. Now I see this might reduce carbon emissions, but
Mm.
overall, people are transporting less, and yeah, I would see this as kind of a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really up to the big man Boris to sort this
Mm.
out. I mean, as I said, we can only talk about it and stress the fact that we do not like it. And this is the first time I'm hearing about it, and it sounds already bad. And you already brought up a lot of solutions, and which makes the point worse is that we have solutions, but we're not using those solutions. We're doing worse. They're doing
Problem
worse.
is we can't really fix the solutions right now. Like I'm saying, there is a solution. You can, like they've rolled in the army now. They had to disrepute the army because the UK, London places like that has gone into critical petrol, like there is no petrol, like a critical
Yeah,
phase. So they have
look,
the
mate.
role in the army. Now the
Yeah,
problem
the
is,
army.
yeah, carry on, sorry.
Sorry, I was saying the army involved, but isn't necessarily changing anything. It could
Yes, it is.
involve. Okay, okay. So the prices are decreasing. Petrol is coming back.
More petrol is being distributed, so I would say prices are probably going down
So
from what they're probably not as much as they normally were, but they are going down from the cost now probably.
how long has this? How long has this been happening then?
I would say a few weeks now. Maybe, I'm not saying a month, but a few weeks now, like maybe 4 or 5 weeks, because I haven't like counted it, but I would say about 5 weeks-ish, 4-ish.
5 weeks is more than a month, mate. That is more
Yeah,
than a
okay,
month.
whatever, a month or something.
Yeah, a month. I mean, that's interesting that it takes an army to actually sort out things in your country, and it's quite sad because things can be sorted, but obviously the only way people really see an impact is involving people who can, I guess, start violence. That's how I see the UK Army or the
Mm.
US Army. That's how I see it in my perspective. But
Now,
obviously, hmm? Yeah,
carry on, sorry.
yeah. I was saying, they just, I don't know why they always need an extra push and they can't do it themselves. I mean, a lot of smart people work there. They obviously know the prices are getting higher, not by a significant amount, but a little amount, but they're still getting high. And they know they can sort it out. But they choose to wait until the army gets involved. Now look, everything is better use, you said, right? A little bit.
Yeah, but the only reason why we've had a driving shortage or like people driving is I've actually got factors here. So
Yeah.
first of all, we got um the UK leaving the EU, which is like
Yeah.
uh I don't know, 56% of drivers have left, like lorry drivers have left because of that. Or like, yeah, 56 I would say. This is because obviously the EU permits only people in um, would normally permit um, immigrants from other countries to work. Where now we've
Yeah.
left this EU, people have less trust, and you can't really work as someone from a other country because we've left the EU basically.
Yeah.
Another factor is something called R IR35, which is basically a rule where it's a new rule which has been applied where it takes off, it reduces the payroll of the drivers so they get less money, right? So people want to do drive less because obviously they're getting less money, so they don't want to drive the lorries because it's they're not getting as much money as they did. Um,
And that's and that's a problem.
yeah,
And
it
that
is.
is a problem.
It is a big problem, I would say. Pay
You
rates
wouldn't,
are a big problem
Ron,
as
you
well.
let's look at it in this perspective. What you're saying is obviously correct, but look at it like this: you wouldn't drive for me if I was paying you £3 a month, would you?
Uh, I mean, depends what I'm driving. Like, if it's short, yeah. But if it's
If
like
you're driving,
long,
if you're driving from Wales to Swansea every day, £3 a month.
okay, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Exactly, that's not enough. And these are ferries transporting petrol to far places. So they're getting paid less. They're not happy, and
Mm,
that's a problem.
yeah.
And
Another
what and how do and sorry and how can you solve this problem? You can't.
control the problem. I guess you kind of can't because we've left the EU, so we can't really join back, obviously. Um, I guess maybe you see COVID-19 restrictions also come into it. Um, so
What
it's
I'm thinking is, why do you leave the EU if it's going to make everything worse? Of course, some people have their opinions about Brexit and how it was done, but Why are you going to leave the EU if it's going to make everything worse for you?
Yeah, the thing was, no one really realized that leaving the EU would have this impact.
And it
So
has,
people from old industry, so people before when the UK originally left the EU, uh, these no, I'm not blaming everyone, of course. I'm just saying mainly these people. Um, they 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 had this idea where this system worked. Why don't we try this system again? See how
but
it turns
but
out.
people might have thought it's worked when it's probably worse off for you, you know?
I would say leaving the EU has had some advantages, like quite a lot. I can't name them obviously because I've not done my research, but a lot of disadvantages. Like we can see the disadvantages now. And some people now are saying, "Oh, we've kind of messed up here. Why did we leave?" And a lot of people, they said, "Oh, this is gonna happen." It just it's kind of happened quite, you know, it's just kind of just
It's
like happened now, and it's like everyone's kind of realized.
Yeah, I mean, with it happening, it's caused a lot of, like we said, a lot of disadvantages. But how can you better those yourself? You have a prime minister who's quite an intelligent man. I'm not really a fan of Boris. I would say he's quite an intelligent man. I mean, you can seek resources from other countries. I mean, they have a good partnership with America. I don't know why they can't pursue that and try and do something better, you know,
Yeah,
or try and make it easier for the not so paid, not highly paid workers there.
yeah,
But you're making that job worse. You leave a union where you are getting paid fairly. Now you're seeing significantly people not having a lot of jobs, and you don't want to let in foreigners to your country to help, even though they're getting paid little, but they still want to get those jobs. So in a way, it's their fault for not wanting to take a chance with the immigrants and make something new of this, and it's also their fault for putting themselves in a situation where everything now they're realizing is bad, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, most of
So
these resources I've mentioned right now, a lot of people might disagree. Well, a lot of people agree, but some people will disagree now. Do not rely off me because I'm just a person, of course. And this is just some news, and I know it. I'm just
yeah,
explaining what
no,
I
no,
know.
no, don't, no, don't
But
worry.
just in
It's
just in
odd.
case, just in case, you never know. I'm just saying,
Don't worry.
and I'm not
I
blaming
don't
everyone.
really
I'm
think.
just
I don't really think anyone don't really think anyone cares about our opinion, but we'll state it. And some of it is right. Some people might think it's wrong, but
mm,
it's still our opinion. And what you've said has made me change I would say, half of my opinion on it. I didn't know that was happening. I should have probably read into it more. And we have, and now that's the issue,
yeah. Now you know.
right?
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah, let's move
Yeah,
on,
let's
my
move on. Let's
friends.
move on. A bit lighter topic.
Yeah. All right, let's lighten the topic. Yeah. We had the Met Gala a few weeks ago. I know you're not really a celebrity man. I'm not really a celebrity man too, but there are quite a few ladies whom I want to hear about that. Um, I really wish this was that kind of podcast where we could show images of what's happening and what's not happening. A lot of celebrities wore horrible things. Like instead of wearing a suit and relaxing, one of the artists wore R2D2
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Star Wars. Yeah, well, his name is Lil Nas X. He's a decent artist. People don't like. People really. This is another thing I want to talk about. You know Lil Nas X,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I've seen his recent videos
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, yes, yes. See, let's look at it from this perspective. He really has good music,
Yeah, yeah. Not gonna lie,
but
he has good music. He does.
but the fact that spoils it, and I've gotten this from half of my friends. My friends are disturbed by him. I mean, I wouldn't say he's my go-to artist, but he makes
Mm.
decent music.
Yeah, he
His
does. He does.
music videos are ridiculous. Some of them are ridiculous, and I don't want to get props for that because I really like him. I really like him.
Mm.
But people just don't like him because of those, and they don't want to like they rate him lower because of those music videos, and I think that's not fair to rate him on because
Mm.
he seems like a decent guy, but the music videos are just not it. Like
Okay.
Rowan, Rowan, let's be honest, Montreal, don't know the song name, but you've seen the video.
Is it the one in the
Jail.
shower?
Yeah, the one in the shower. I
Okay.
mean, I found it funny. I found it quite funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as the other music video. I mean, it was an interesting. It was an interest. The other one was interesting. My brother disliked it very much, and it wasn't really good.
Yeah. I think right now, like his first video, what was the one with the devil? What's it called again?
I
It's
don't
like
even know.
call me by your name or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
think it's
I
Call Me by Your Name.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was a very decisive. It was kind of like a move where it was either it was gonna go really bad or really good or both. Now, when he posted that, I think he kind of knew what was gonna happen because, like, obviously, there have not been like a lot of videos like that from from popular artists. So like him posting that is like kind of it's like different and like a lot of people are not gonna like it, if
But
you know
look
what I
at it
mean.
from this perspective. This is a guy who does not care about anyone's opinion about him.
Yeah,
And he still flourishes. The fact that he doesn't care makes it good for him. Because he doesn't care about what the publicity says. Apparently, he got a strike by Nike that they're going to send him to court, which, which made, made which took his next video to a bigger part because they say he's going to jail. And the role that played in his next music video was funny because he was like in jail and it played out good. So he's kind of smart. He
yeah,
made you think he's going to jail, but he wasn't going to jail. And that was quite funny. I found that quite funny. Like he's going to jail for devil shoes with
the blood
what?
in, for the blood in, yeah,
Yeah, exactly, with blood. And then you're like, oh, this guy is so screwed. He's gonna go to jail for his stupid night things. Then he starts trolling it, and I'm like, this guy really doesn't care. He started trolling it, and I'm like, okay, he does
yeah.
not care at all.
Most of the stuff he
And
does is he does it as kind of a joke. So like
yeah,
he it's meant as a joke, like it's meant to be funny, you know. It's like, oh,
and I think it's quite funny. I think it's quite funny, and I respect him for that.
mm,
I mean, I don't respect his music videos. I mean, I have my opinion on them. They're funny, they're stupid, but he's a good artist, and I highly rate him for what
yeah,
he does.
he is a good artist. He does make good music.
But yeah, he has his flaws, but who really cares?
Mm.
Um, there's some more news. You know Billie Eilish. I really,
Not
I
very
really do.
recent, but yes.
I, yeah, I really don't want to trigger Billie Eilish fans. I have a close friend who loves Billie Eilish, and I don't want to trigger her. But um, my opinion of her, she's a my gosh. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this. She's rated very high
Right.
for, for not so much. She's made two albums, I believe. They're pretty decent. I wouldn't say she's a. I'm not saying. Oh, oh. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Uh,
I'll cut that out.
music stuff. Music just started playing. I think she's made like two albums or three. Billie Eilish. She has made. She's made one, two, three, four. Yeah, she's made four albums.
Okay.
When we all fall asleep, where do we go? That was a brilliant album. I love that. I love that. My dad listened to a song of it, and we danced. It was a decent hit.
Right.
Um, don't smile at me. I have not listened to that one, but it
I've
was fairly good. I think that's the one that launched her.
yeah.
I think.
I don't really listen to her. Obviously, I know a few songs she's made.
Yeah, me
But
too.
yeah.
I mean, I've listened to out of Out of 4 albums, I've only listened to 2 songs.
Oh, okay.
I listened to there's a popular one. I'm a bad guy. Bad
Yeah,
guy. I think that's the one.
that
I think that's her most. I think that's her most popular song.
yeah, mostly I would say because it's good and also it turned into a meme. So
Yeah, but jeez. I mean, who do you rate as your highest artist?
mine, who do you
Yeah.
like? Who
No. Yeah.
my favorite artist like out the music
Yeah.
in general?
Who's your favorite artist?
Um, not
Because you listen, me and you don't have a specific taste of music. We don't necessarily like one taste of music. I like I like slow. I like old music, like early 2000 music. I have a lot of early 2000 music on my Spotify. Um, everyone knows Bruno Mars. I listen to Lazy Day. With the monkeys dancing. I think that was an interesting song. And Chris Brown before like he did his mischief, which we obviously know about Ron.
what did you do? Sorry.
Oh, you don't. Oh, he's
Well, no, just say it
Oh,
again
you
because
don't.
I don't think I
Can you get demonetized for saying a lot of things?
I think if you swear you
I don't. I don't fancy swearing. He hit Rihanna. You know, we all know Rihanna.
okay, so
Then yeah, he got in some feud with her and like really hit her and like went to the police, and that's where his career downstepped until he made Freaky Friday like in 2018. You've heard that song, right?
yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah,
a
and then and
weird
then
music
yeah, and
video,
then we
but yeah.
thought his yeah the music video is amazing, and we thought that's where his music career would take off again, but it did not and went down again. Bill Cosby got released from prison. What do you think about that?
Who?
Bill Cosby got released
What did he
like
do?
2 months ago. Rowan,
What did he do?
is Rowan, are you serious?
Who is he? Again, just remind me.
Bill 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 Cosby want to get demonetized. He did bad things to kids. Like
Oh,
uh,
is he the
no,
guy who sang uh
I don't.
or is he the guy who makes the films?
Sorry, my bad.
What does he do? Does he make is he in
Oh,
films or
he did bad things to kids, and but apparently he was released after I don't know. It was a while, but he was released. R. Kelly went back to prison. Happy R. Kelly went back to prison. Really disliked R. Kelly. I watched a documentary where he did terrible things, and yeah, he's back in prison. He had several allegations against him, and like I don't know how he survived prison up to now, but yeah, a lot of bad people are getting go to jail this year, and I'm happy that justice is actually doing something right.
mm.
Don't you? What do you think about that? I mean, sorry. So to ask you another question. I mean, like we I don't think we even covered the Black Lives Matter thing last year. But what impact do you think it has in your life right now?
Well, one thing I'm white,
Yeah, obviously.
which doesn't really impact me, but I would
I mean,
say
oh,
it's a sort of movement where it's like I've got to be careful what I say here, but it's it's a sort of movement where they realize bad things that's happened to them. Of course, this has been a problem throughout hundreds of years. Like
but
with
Ron, you wouldn't say obviously the UK and the US interpret things worse, in my opinion. Because look at it in the UK side of it, there are a lot of gangs.
yeah, but there's always gangs. There's gangs everywhere.
I mean, like yeah, obviously, but our local UK gangs
Yeah, it's
that
like
everyone
culture and stuff.
like
Yeah.
yeah, like the roadman, all of that. I don't know if the roadman is bad. I thought the roadmen are just a meme or something. But in America, it's just I am terribly scared of America, the black person. So look at it from this perspective. I had some a case. I'm not really sure who it was. I should have probably looked at it before. A man guy who was jogging and gets sniped. I mean, that's quite interesting, don't you think?
Yes, a lot of people kill other people. Obviously, I
Yeah,
don't do
someone
psychology,
you're
but
just
some
jogging,
people.
you're just jogging, and then you just get shot. I find that interesting. We all know about George Floyd. You know how
Yeah,
that had a massive impact in everything, football, day-to-day life. That was massively interesting, and I'm happy the person who did that to him is in prison, and I don't know if he was facing the death penalty or something. I think there was
yeah.
something
I
that
think
he was
he did face some kind of life in prison
he is
or
going to.
death
I
penalty.
mean, I mean, my overall problem is it happens. Like we saw at the Euros,
Mm. Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of stuff is still there when it's quite disgusting. And you're seeing these young players apologizing when you don't necessarily need to. Why do you need to apologize for a mistake? Everyone makes mistakes. I found it personally quite sad that they had to apologize for a mistake. You didn't see me apologizing for missing a penalty in school and I get racially abused. So it
yeah.
was
But
quite sad.
it's kind of their fault. They put him on because not only
Yeah, it
is
was,
he 19,
and the whole country, the pressure of the whole country
yeah,
on your
he had a
shoulders.
lot of pressure. Now, you see, that miss would determine his career throughout his life. He's going to think back to that and go, I missed that shot. And that's going to affect him whilst playing in general.
Yeah, I
He's,
think it still does.
yeah,
It's a haunting thing.
yeah, it will
Like,
definitely affect him a lot.
but the way it was handled was disgusting. And then the problem can be sorted, but in the matter it was sorted was horribly to apologize. It, jeez. So that was also a hard thing to talk about, don't you think?
Mm.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can we switch to
Okay,
some?
1 second. I just need to say something, right? Because just in case people get me wrong, right?
Yeah.
On the Black Lives Matter stuff. Okay, I think it's good, right? But the riots, the vandalism and destruction of shops is not. That's the bad part. Now I know they're trying to, like, this was a year ago, of course, but I know they were trying to send they were trying to, like, show, this, we're not standing for this, but like that was too far. Like, people are losing businesses and stuff. But yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry, I have to mute for a bit, but
okay.
before I mute, the I feel like instead of it being a protest, it became a social media protest,
Mm.
which which it shouldn't have been. I mean, I wish you could see that daily stuff happening right now, but it continues to happen and you can't do anything about it. I mean, I thank God I did not grow up in, I grew up in Africa, so I'm gassed. I went to the UK for 2 years, very cool. But um, I mean, one day I don't think I told my parents, didn't I told my mom and siblings this. I was walking one day to like Tesco and Aldi and Asda.
Mm.
And I wasn't with like Dante or Marley or that so I went alone because I wanted to see how can I do it. Then randomly a police car in Wales, a police car stops. I'm wearing a black jacket. So they think, oh, this guy must be like guy must be sneaky. And it was like Exit, those Exit
Yeah,
weekends
yeah,
where you
yeah,
go
yeah.
out
I get you.
everybody. So I was with my grandpa, step grandpa. He's still in. He tells me to go to the car because he's bringing the stuff from we shop from before we go back to Brighton.
Right.
As I was coming out, they stopped me. Then they're like, there's been a stabbing around here because there was a lot of stabbings in Wales when I was there. It was very weird. There was a stabbing. They're like, you fit the description of the person who stabbed someone. Then I'm like, oh, okay, boss man. Okay. And of course, I was wearing a dark hoodie. I'm black.
Mm.
And look at the size of me, Ron. Wouldn't you think I would hurt someone? Let's be honest. Let's be
Not
honest.
really.
Not really.
In
But the
self-defense,
description,
maybe, but not really.
yeah. But in their perspective, I I fit a buff guy who shanked which stabbed stabbed a person and like ran off. It was quite scary because I thought this police guy was gonna take me in, and I'm like praying my grandpa comes outside and he takes me, and then your police force officers just say, "Watch out, we're gonna keep an eye." Then I'm like, "Okay, okay, boss man." It was, I think, one of the scariest things that has happened to me.
Mm.
Scariest things.
I'm sorry that happened to you, but I'm
No,
guessing
it's
it's
not.
either a fact of you looked or like you fit the description, or it's racism.
That I think that's a part that they always get wrong. Fit the description. It is a horrible thing to say you fit the description because you're black. I don't. I swear, I saw 7 black people wearing hoodies because Wales is cold. Would you expect me to wear short sleeved and I do not fit the description? So I mean, I feel like people could handle these kind of things better, and you can urge your friends to come up with these stories that help the case to stop these kind of things. But I mean, you get what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, what can you do? That's life, which is quite sad. Be quite frank, quite sad. Um, Spider Man. Let's move on to a
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
note.
Spider-Man.
Spider Man. We have 2 Spider-Mans. We have the PS5 game, PS4 game, and we have the movie
Well, we
that's
also
coming
got Miles
December.
Morales, Miles
And
Morales
the Miles Morales.
game.
We have a lot of, and we have Venom. Venom came out yesterday.
Yeah, Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Marvel are doing bits, my friend. Marvel are doing
Yeah,
bits.
they've released loads of stuff.
Eternals are coming. Eternals. I'm not sure of the name. Coming out in November, December, October. I don't know between them. And I'm a DC fan. I am a hardcore DC fan, and I'm very upset that we're making a Flash movie without Grant Gustin. Everyone knows Grant Gustin for being the coolest Flash, and they bring some mediocre guy who is so. I mean, this is my opinion, but he's so trash. The Flash doesn't have blue lightning; it's red lightning. Everyone knows it, Rowan. It's simple logic.
It is.
But anyways, I think you can give your input on the Spider-Man game because I followed that a bit late. I found out about that like 2 days ago. That's how bad I am on the news. But Spider-Man No Way Home. Marvel are gonna make. I mean, they broke the trailer thing like in 24 hours, like 50 million views, like in 24 hours, almost. I mean, let me check the count. Give me a sec. I know it's quite a lot. Marvel, these trailers excite people, and and yeah, okay. The trailer got 60 million views in. That's a month ago, you know.
Yeah.
69 million views. That's crazy. And if they got 69 million views, how much do you think they're going to get box office in December? I think it's going to be. I think in December, I don't think you're going to watch it. In
Right.
all fairness, because look, you have those hardcore weird Marvel fans who sleep outside the cinema and who just run in to buy tickets. Those are weird people. And I'm really not a person who's up to date with movies. It took me, I don't know how many years. I watched a boy in striped pajamas yesterday, and yeah, exactly, the boy in striped. It was a nice watch. It was quite sad. I didn't really get saddened by it, but I get the concept of why people found it sad. But I watched that how many years too late? I'm 17. You're 16. I know you probably watched it, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course I have. You have to watch in English. It's part of the culture.
Yeah, obviously. So I'm really bad with movies. Um, I am the I think the only person who's really wanting Rockstar to produce GTA 6.
Wait.
I
We just moved from Spider-Man to GTA 6.
I mean, you're not talking about
No,
Spider-Man.
I thought we were. You were just talking about Spider-Man, and then you went straight to GTA 6.
So sorry. Let me
It's
finish
like
up
you
on.
gotta
Let me
continue.
let me get back on topic. Spider-Man. Yeah. Tom Holland and Zendaya. I really that their happiness makes me very happy because they look very happy. Tom Holland looks like a guy can beat up. I'm really not gonna get into that. He seems like a decent lad. I mean, thank God he's British because all Americans and they're. I mean, America's only had one proper Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, which is the best
Yeah,
Spider-Man. What would you rate?
hopefully he is in the film. There is a chance he'll be in the film.
But this is another thing, Ron. People are rate their how do you say this? How do you word this up? Their expectations for the movie are so high that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire will be there, and then when they're not there, everyone will get upset and bottle
Yeah,
about
it
it.
probably will that will happen, but like it is very high possibility that they will. Like right
I
now,
I
like what we're
I
seeing.
don't I really don't think I really think I
No,
mean if you're already seeing because look at it like this, we're not doing another multiverse.
no, no,
We're
no.
already gonna
No,
see.
no. There is he. Well, basically, what happens if you've seen
Yeah.
the trailer is um Doctor Strange, who is the wizard guy. He basically Spider-Man, right? After the last film, after his identity got found out, he tells him to wipe everyone's memories, and then he messes with like the ritual, and he's like, "Oh, don't wipe my friends." And what happens is it breaks
Yeah,
the
that kind of
multiverse.
from there. Can I stop you there? Kind of pissed me off because he's like, I don't simply care. You can tell them again, my guy. You can tell them again. It's not like you cannot tell them again. So that was quite. I don't. It's difficult wording these things because these guys are so annoying. Quite dumb of Marvel, but it creates a proper plot to the story that they have. And
Mm-hmm.
to them. If they get Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire there, 100%, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, 100% on IMDb, they'll get 100% on Metro. They'll do so well because that what would you expect? The thing that where we saw Marvel going up was when the Avengers started, didn't we?
Yeah, I guess on like maybe for
I
Spider-Man's
mean,
from Sony, but yeah,
yeah. Okay. The Sony Spider-Man was the first one was amazing. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a very underrated movie. Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man out of all of them with
yeah.
Doctor Octavius. I don't know how you're going to fit it. I don't know how you're going to put him in the plot. I don't know how I see it really. He knows he's Peter Parker. Jonah Jameson is so. How do you link it? How do you think they'll link it in?
Well, they brought in old enemies back, like uh, one second, let me check. Green Goblin, um, Doctor Octavius, obviously. Uh,
Everyone's saying Electro, but I don't think there's going to be Electro.
if there could be, uh,
So I'm giving it like a 0.1% chance. I really don't. Everyone's expectations for Electro are too high. You can't put three bad guys. If you're putting three bad guys, the movie should fairly be 3 hours.
yeah, yes,
If you think
the
about
film
it,
probably is 3 hours.
should be 3 hours if
Not
you're
gonna
putting
lie,
three.
I'm quite like hyped, like not hyped, but like I'm interested in the film. I want to watch it after the last film
Everyone,
because the last film was good.
I love how Marvel leaves you on a cliffhanger. I
Yeah,
love it.
they have to because otherwise no one watched the other film.
Exactly, exactly. And they did it with Loki. I'm not sure if you watched Loki. Left
I
Loki.
have actually.
You watched Loki. I have a giant feeling after Spider-Man, WandaVision, Peter Parker, Doctor Strange, after the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm a big fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Like after Doctor Strange, I'm a big Galaxy of the Guardian fan. After Spider-Man No Way Home, they're gonna link up in a way. I have a feeling to make the new Marvel movie because they have to. Because look, there are how many issues of Marvel comics that Stan Lee made in the World War? Many. I mean, I wish I could count them now, but how many? I don't even know. I don't even know how to type how many issues of Marvel comics. There are a lot, and wouldn't you want to see the X-Men in there?
I don't think the X-Men in Spider-Man would work. I think it
No, no, no,
might,
no, no,
but
not
it's
like in
like,
Spider-Man. Like you know how we have the DC and Marvel war.
yeah.
I don't think that will ever happen. But I mean, in the comics, it has happened. Marvel, I think DC won. DC relatively has the strongest characters. Like Superman can kill everyone.
Oh yeah.
I Superman is just Wonder Woman can slice everyone. She doesn't care. And Marvel they see it more like not killing characters, as in DC they will kill the characters. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in some Marvel films they kill off the characters.
Yeah, I mean they kill off some, but you would say Marvel's more child friendly.
Um, I wouldn't. It depends. It depends what you're watching, really. But
I mean, except Deadpool.
Deadpool,
Except Deadpool.
that have been obviously child-friendly films for both, and not child-friendly films for both. But like, you know,
Deadpool is one of the third. It's to me the best. I know the best film I'm ever gonna watch for Marvel is the Shang, Shang something.
is it the new
The
one,
the yeah the
the
new
Kung
one.
Fu one? Yeah, I've not seen that yet.
I think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna because he has similar powers to Doctor Strange, and I really am a big fan of Doctor Strange. So I really think, to me, my top five DC movies, which are not counted properly because the new movies are coming out. Doctor Strange, um, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers: Infinity War,
Yeah,
Avengers: Civil War, and Captain America:
Endgame.
Winter Soldier.
You got to
Hmm?
include Endgame.
Endgame, Endgame.
It was the finale. You
It was
have
a
to. It
finale,
was
but
such a good film because
yeah, obviously it was a great film. But Rowan, the fact where Infinity War left my heart, I was about to cry.
yeah,
I was about to cry. I was so confused. I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, what is this stupidity? How can you leave me on a cliffhanger that gets like they just turn into dust? And I'm like, what the frick? What
yeah.
the
That's just
frick?
how it is with they have to leave cliffhangers.
When the first time you watched it, you were confused. You're like,
Yeah, yeah.
you're
It
like,
was
what's
like I think I would. Yeah, obviously it was confusion. Like everyone kind of like you know died. Like good characters like disappeared, and then everyone's like you know kind of all my favorite characters have disappeared, and then whatever, and then they got brought back. Yeah.
yeah, when I saw Doctor Strange disappearing, I was like, you're done, ma'am. You're done. When I saw Iron Man's face being burnt, I really didn't care if the Hulk died because to me he's not an essential character to it. I feel like everyone would benefit from the Hulk's death except Black Widow, but she's dead too, so it wouldn't necessarily change anything. But Lord, I have one thing to ask you.
Mm.
Listen to this theory. When when the Avengers went back in time, Black Widow wasn't there, but Gamora was there, and
Right.
they said they kill you from timeline.
Right.
So Marvel kind of brain twisted you there, don't you think? Because
Um.
Gamora's back, Black Widow's not back. The rest, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
So to me that was quite interesting because they said once you die of the Infinity Stone thing, you wiped out from the timeline in a way. I
No, no,
mean, to
but
me, Thanos.
they went back in time,
I know, but oh
but
my
they
god,
also
oh
had to
my.
return the rock.
You're just confusing my theory. You're confusing my theory.
Yeah.
Really confusing.
Anyway, what were we
But
saying? Karen.
yeah. So jeez, Marvel's just gonna do bits this December. This December they're gonna make the most money. So DC better make the best Flash movie. They better
It's
make
got
the
a
best
lot of
Flash.
stuff to that's going to be really challenging for them because Marvel's
It
just
is
released
going.
so much good films that's coming out this year.
It is. It's really going to. I mean, if you look back at it in this sense, DC have produced a really good movies. You could say Dark Knight.
Mm.
Dark Knight is one of the best DC movies. Christian Bale was spectacular. You can't say Christian Bale was bad. And then what was the next one? Superman, the old Superman, not this recent Superman. These are the top DC films with ratings. Dark Knight is number one. That was 2008 with 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. Zack Snyder's Justice League 2021, 94 on Rotten Tomatoes. Joker 2019, 88 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Joker was good.
Yeah, but did they really put the DC thing before? Is he really a part of the DC? Like the Joker, is he really part of the DC universe?
Yes,
Really?
yes, he's in DC.
So okay. So he's. I hope he gets into the mix of it. I mean, you've watched Dark Knight, right?
I think so. Yeah, I
With
probably
the
have.
original Joker. With the original Joker.
Oh no,
That
I'm not
was my
talking about. I'm
favorite.
not talking. Wait, are you talking about the original Joker now?
The original Joker from
Right.
the Dark Knight.
Yeah. What
I
about
mean,
him?
he was my favorite Joker. This Joker did well, but why they rated Dark Knight so highly was because of what that I've forgotten his name, and I feel so bad forgetting his name. He passed on. He was he acted so well in it. The rest of the DC movies did decent. The third is Superman 1978, 86 on Rotten Tomatoes, and fourth recently is Suicide Squad with
Yeah, yeah, the newest
83%.
one. That
That
makes sense.
was a pleasant film to watch. It was quite gruesome, but it was a good watch. It was a good watch.
Mm.
What do you think?
I think with this one, like from the first one to this one, they realized it's more of a like a silly kind of, it's a like a villain, like a kind of villain like movie.
Yeah,
So
and
they
the first
embraced
one,
that and they made, they knew, it's gonna be silly. It's gonna,
yeah, and look at it like this. The first one did horribly on Rotten Tomatoes.
it
Like,
was a good
uh,
film-ish.
yeah, it was good, but the original one did so poorly. And let me see what it got. It got 26% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not good for a film that's having Will Smith, Margot Robbie, and the rest. I really don't care about the rest. But yeah, it's a. What do you think of that? I mean, you have so many good actors, and the recent one, they loved it because of the shark guy. I think
Yeah, yeah.
the
I think
shark.
it's a good film.
Yeah, the shark guy made it kind of, you'd say, family friendly. Peacemaker, I love him. He made me. He's starting to be a good DC character in my opinion.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn is portrayed well by Margot Robbie, and she's a good one, I guess. But enough about
Yeah.
movies.
Anyway, what were we saying about Rockstar?
Rockstar. I want GTA 6, Ron. I really want
Yeah,
GTA
they're not
6.
right. The problem is right. Is I've watched a video on this. Is they will keep producing content for GTA 5 and GTA 5 in general until
Yeah.
sales go down. If sales go down from GTA 5, they will go and go, oh yes, we need to release GTA 6. Of course, it's
Yeah,
still
but
in, they're obviously still developing it and stuff and
it's
fixing
been
bugs,
seven. It's
but
been 7 to 8. It's been 7 years, man. It's been seven
it
years.
has, but it's because of this in-game content with GTA. Um, and once maybe GTA's died down a bit, which it's not really doing, kind of
I mean,
because of the new DLC.
everyone plays GTA, mate.
Yeah.
Everyone plays it. We play GTA together
Uh,
sometimes. But look at it. I mean, if they stop adding like Rockstar things, then um if they stop adding those new shark uh, heists, and everything goes down from there. I mean, it's still a pretty good game to play, but you want another location. You want something interesting. If they release GTA the same way they released FIFA or NBA or Formula One, Rockstar would be making so much money. You don't understand.
Yeah, I'm
So much
guessing
money.
like if it copied the same game every year, just like Call of Duty or FIFA or
Yeah,
whatever, and they
Call of
copy
Duty,
they
Call of
copy.
Duty. Sorry, sorry.
Sorry,
Please
carry on,
continue.
carry on.
Call of Duty gets a lot of. I don't think the graphics change in Call of Duty. Let's be honest, they do not change at all. But
They change a bit. They do get better, like Call of Duty Cold War. Some of the cinematics, like in the campaign, are good. Like they're
if
obviously like
if
detailed.
you want to be if you want to be a good at Call of Duty, you just need to learn how to shoot without a sniper.
I
That's how
mean,
I see it.
some Call of Duty games do
Yeah,
take skill, like Modern Warfare 2, obviously.
I'm
Um,
so bad. I am. We've played it. You've seen how they've demolished me. You've seen how I've suffered. And I mean, you wouldn't say you've played it a lot, but you acquire skill after you've mastered what's happening.
yeah, like
Like I couldn't,
it takes skill to use a sniper rifle,
yeah.
like quick
Like
scoping
me
and
and
stuff.
you, we wouldn't play Warzone because we'd get like one kill, go to the gulag, win the gulag, get out, die again, go to the gulag. Like those are professional YouTubers. I mean, Warzone has died down a little bit. What do you think about that?
I think
Has it?
I I think normally the problem with every game is sweats, right? Now, obviously,
My
this has
God.
happened with Fortnite, every GTA, stuff like that, games like
Now,
this. Now, what I'm
look at it
saying,
like this.
well,
If you didn't have sweats, the game wouldn't be as interesting. So you need the
yeah, there's
sweats to
obviously
make the
sweats.
game.
There's obviously sweats.
You need sweats to make you want to get better at the game.
But it's not only
Look at it like
sweats,
that.
it's the anti-cheat because no, with PlayStation, it's less likely to happen. But on
Yeah.
PC, if you play Warzone, it's very likely you'll run into like free hackers in your game. Like the anti-cheat on it is terrible.
Now, to me, I
Now,
I think I've quit Fortnite. And the
good.
last time I played Fortnite was with you.
It's I mean it's a different game, of course, and
Yeah.
people can say it's good or bad. Like it depends on the taste, you know. But
Yeah.
it's still got like I think a lot of it is kind of like children playing it now. Maybe some older people, adults maybe, but
I mean,
it's mainly ruined by just the kind of just like the sweats, you know,
bro,
transactions and
look at it like this. 3 years ago, 3 years ago was 20 what? 2019? No, so that was
yeah,
2 years ago. 3 years ago was 2018.
yeah,
Put 1 year before that, 2017. That's when the game starts to kick off.
yeah,
Everyone is like, okay, it's a decent game. 2018, everyone is playing Fortnite.
yeah.
But
Good
that's when they were
season.
not sweat. I
Season
mean, they
two
were
was
like
good.
little Ninja. I don't know if Ninja or Tofu, Tifu was a sweat. I don't know if it was sweats. But everyone saw these guys playing this game. And you're like, stop playing it. Get good at it. People start sweating. It loses its thing. It loses it more. They try new updates to get more attention, but it doesn't work. 2019 they have a blast because that was the year before COVID. 2020 they do decent. 2021 more or less I would say they're doing not the best. I mean everyone's in school now, so no one really cares about Fortnite. I mean we used to play it in 2020. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
That was when, yeah,
I would say there's always going to be sweats, right? There's always sweats in every game. It's kind
yeah.
of just how much sweats there are, the fan base, and just the overall update of the game. And it's kind of like changed good things and
I mean,
like
I
they had to
would
change,
love
of
the bat-
course, but like
I would love the battle passes to be £1 instead of six.
they got to charge
That would
six.
be sorry.
They got to charge six.
Yeah, I don't know why they have to charge six. I want £1. £1, I'll buy 79 million battle packs if I have to. If I don't
Mm,
even think that's possible, but if it was possible, I'd probably buy a big amount. If you're charging £6 for battle pack, that will just make my level go high, but won't necessarily make you a better player. There's so much horrible kids in this game who don't outshoot. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm okay at the game. I
mm,
mean, you're better than me.
yeah.
We're seeing people who are worse than me who have the skins, and I kill them with a headshot, and I'm like, what's this? Like, jeez. I mean, the only game I would say that's in this year for me, as I have, I think I would say F1, got into F1 recently. Me and Brohan, Brohan plays F1 a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
One, I found it interesting because you get tired of FIFA.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I would say that.
You
I've
get
I
tired of FIFA. Sorry?
I've never personally liked FIFA.
I mean,
I played it a few times and it just like wasn't kind of my game. So
yeah, and another thing is the hype ends as the season finishes of a Premier League or Bundesliga or all the football leagues. Then you're like, I want the new FIFA. I'm not necessarily gonna get the new FIFA until December because I can't be asked. Like, I really can't. Like, what am I gonna spend £60, £59, £60 on a game that I'm gonna get next year again? Obviously, I'll get it. I don't want to be a hypocrite saying I'm not gonna I'm gonna pay a lot of money and I'm obviously gonna get it.
mm,
But I wish it was like I wish they have to stop sometime and they have to think, put updates, finish a FIFA, last FIFA, put updates on it, improve the graphics from it. Because FIFA graphics remain the same and it's so annoying. It is so annoying. You get a PS5, it's kind of realistic, doesn't change anything. Graphics are still the same. You get bored after the season finishes. You play it sometimes after. I'm about to delete it off my
I
PS4 because
mean,
I'm
I
so.
would see the game as being fun. Obviously, the game is
Yeah,
probably
obviously.
fun. The game
Yeah,
obviously is fun, but I'm
yeah.
guessing after you play it for a while, it kind of does get repetitive.
It gets dull, like Fortnite. It gets dull. I played Fortnite the whole summer with my friends. It. I hate. I hate. I know hate is a strong word, but I hate Fortnite right now. Like, I cannot open it. Like,
Good.
if you ask me to play it, I would be like, Rowan, don't talk to me for a day because I cannot be bothered with you saying play Fortnite. I mean, I'd rather play Call of Duty, and I have played Call of Duty more than I've played FIFA now. And I'm bored because I have nothing to play.
Yeah,
There's not.
not gonna lie,
Oh, you.
this year's games is good. Like we've got okay, let's just say it right. So Battlefield 2042.
I finished Battlefield. I loved it. I deleted the game. It was such a good game.
Not
The
gonna
story behind it, amazing for me. What about you?
yeah, not gonna lie, right now it's
Yeah,
infused from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, which is what two of the best Battlefield games.
exactly.
Um, and basically it kind of just like rolls around that on that engine.
Is
Um,
it just is it just a story mode game or is it like an online game too?
it's just multiplayer. They haven't included story mode because they did that with Battlefield 5, which was a World War II game. I'm not gonna lie, that story is really good. You have to play through it, which takes ages, but it's good. It's like
I
it
mean, I remember it came on PS Plus,
yeah.
and I got it. I played it. There were such stupid parts. I'm like, this game is not even testing me. Then there was this part where I spent like 4 hours on it. It is quite embarrassing because I went through the other things so quickly. There was this part I spent 4 hours on it. I rage quit. I almost break the controller. Actually, did break the controller. You know the joystick.
Right, yeah,
Yeah, I ripped it out of the
yeah. Right. Yeah,
and
so
it's not.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that Battlefield's gonna be good. Another game that's coming out is Call of Duty Vanguard, which is based off the Modern Warfare 2019 engine. So it
Mm,
literally plays like what Modern Warfare 2019, just
yeah.
it's World War Two. So I played the beta. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, at first I thought, okay, this is gonna be interesting, right? Because not
Yeah.
only is it's Modern Warfare, right, which is a
Yeah.
really good game, 2019, one of the best Modern Warfare, well, not the best Modern Warfares, but one of a really good Modern Warfare. Um, and it's based off that game, and it has mechanics. The mechanics are kind of clunky because obviously it's paced over. Like it's not pasted over, but they've changed it a bit. And after playing the beta, I was like, okay, this game's okay.
So what's the story mode then? Obviously the
Um,
beta.
I I think there's been some teasers on the story. The story's like high graphics kind of um, you know, stuff, but like
For
I
me,
think the
can
story
I
is
be?
good.
Can I? Can sorry to interrupt, but this is how I rate my Call of Duty. Um, my Call of Duty games. I know everyone says this is the worst one, but it's my favorite. Call of Duty Ghosts. I really enjoyed that one.
Okay, Ghost.
I know you don't rate it high. I know you don't like
When
it.
did you play Ghost? You played that?
Ghosts, yeah, Ghosts was. I found it had nice maps,
Did you
and I
play it
had the
on
Xbox.
Xbox
I
360?
played. Yeah, that was on Xbox. That was on Xbox.
Yeah,
Stop playing.
Call of Duty Ghost had a lot of criticism. The game had some good parts, but like there was a lot of bad
Exactly.
stuff about it,
Exactly. The story mode was so good, but it was so criticized when it was one of the best games. It was very underrated. Second, Call of Duty is Black Ops 3 and 2. Those were one of the best. You can't say 2 and 3 were bad.
Not gonna lie, the first Black Ops was really good. Black Ops 2 was also good. Black Ops
Black
3
Ops,
was more kind of it was good. Obviously, it was
yeah.
a change because it was in the future, but like it was good. Um,
I don't remember playing 1. What was the story mode? Because the story mode intrigues you. To me, the story mode intrigues me. I play story mode, then I can play multiplayer after. But when I get, that's what I did in Modern Warfare. I got Modern Warfare. I didn't even, I downloaded the packs and played the story mode campaign.
hmm.
Find them interesting. They have interesting plot. Like the Modern Warfare story mode was some the little girl betrayed. It was so weird. It had a lot of betrayals. So many
Hmm.
betrayals, in my opinion. But as you were saying, the graphics on the new. Sorry, I was saying Call of Duty, the graphics, the new one. What do you say?
I was just saying your mic was a bit off. That's fine now.
I, Rowan, I think we leave it from there.
Yeah, I think this. How long is this right now? One second, let me check. 1 hour and 10 minutes.
1 hour. One
Okay,
hour and
not gonna
10 minutes.
lie, with two people,
Yeah,
you can get a lot of conversation because not only don't you need to rely on yourself, but you can have ideas from both.
exactly. Exactly. Second, so guys, if you've listened this far into the podcast, thank you. Um,
Hopefully, I mean, if you get this far, yeah,
if you get this far, thanks. Friday, because we're not gonna do two podcasts in 2 days.
yeah, definitely not.
Gonna upload this today night, which is Saturday.
I think an
And then
hour is enough. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think we can wait until Monday to upload this because we won't have time. So see you next Friday and thank you.